Hey guys, it's Jeff, and today we are talking performance on iOS 11.3 betas 1 through 5 on the iPhone X. Let's get started. So first thing is first, let's check out our build number here, and I am on the 5th beta, and that 5th beta has the build number of 15E5211a. So in betas, we've seen a lot of new features, and we've definitely covered those, but a lot of users have asked how good the battery performance, process performance, and actual use of the phone is. So today we are going to give you real numbers from benchmarks that we've done, and then some actual use opinions on how iOS 11.3 betas are doing so far. Okay, so first thing, let's start out with the benchmarks, and let's start with Geekbench. In Geekbench, we have both CPU and GPU performance to start out with, and then we'll cover battery performance as well. For the single core CPU score, we've had quite the up and down movement from beta 1 to beta 5. The lowest of the single core score was 4125, that's 4,125, and the highest of the single core was 4,275. Moving on to the multi-core score, and the lowest was 9,833, and the highest was 10,337. Now on the single core, there wasn't too much improvement, but the multi-core did improve quite a bit, which will be seen in actual use through multitasking and gaming performance. Moving on to battery life, and each beta we did a test on the full battery drain, which has resulted in some pretty different results from beta 1 to beta 5. We did see the lowest score of 2,580 and then the highest score of 2,758, and the lowest was on beta 2 and the highest was now on beta 5. So that was all the tests that we did on Geekbench. Let's move on to Antutu and 3D Mark. In Antutu, we saw the lowest score being 209,571 and the highest being 215,735. Now, the two categories that we saw performance consistently score higher in was the CPU score and the RAM score, which essentially means that the performance has gradually been getting better and better. Now, moving on to 3D Mark, and we saw very similar results to the previous results we saw in Antutu and Geekbench. The lowest score we saw in this test was 2,405, and the highest was 2,572, which is quite significant in this test. Overall, this test is quite harsh on the GPU side of your devices, so this really does show that your GPU performance has steadily gone up along with stability. Now, speaking of stability, we need to talk about actual use. Using my iPhone X and 8 Plus has definitely been shaky at times during this beta process, really around beta 1 and beta 2. From there, performance went up, which was first causing serious lag issues, and now those lags and stutters are gone, and I'm seeing much faster loading times and just faster system performance overall. Battery life was also a huge issue in the first betas, and while it has gone up, it cannot compare to the battery life that we are seeing in iOS 11.2. So if you don't want to have serious battery life issues, maybe consider not upgrading to iOS 11.3 betas just yet. Now, two things in regards to performance that have improved, and that's specifically the Face ID feature. It has gotten way faster, and then the performance of the UI as a whole, switching between apps or loading apps, it's definitely much faster. Other than that, I haven't really been seeing any major performance boost in any other aspects of iOS 11, but I have seen a lot in stability. So guys, I'm not going to ramble too much on iOS 11.3 and each beta and each test that we've done, but right now I would recommend that you update to beta 5 if you are interested in the betas for iOS 11.3. Before, that was not the same answer in beta 1 and beta 2, but now that everything has settled down, I think it's safe to update to this version and see what's new in the current betas. To do that, head over to beta.apple.com. There will be a link in the description below, and you can sign up there to access the public betas that Apple releases. Anyways, guys, that's all the time for today. Make sure you stay tuned for some more upcoming content, and I'll catch you guys later. Peace.